Oh. Please remember to silence your phones. Please remember to silence your phone. Now it is. Please remember to silence your phones. Thank you. Let's try to switch our voices from the conversation that you're still having with the person sitting next to you into a congregational prayer, into a moment of prayer for all of us. Once again. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
And good morning, Boker Tov. Boker Tov. You can say Boker Tov.
Boker Tov.
Which basically means good morning. So this is actually a great morning. It's even more than good. And the first reason is because we are here together to celebrate Shabbat. But this Shabbat is a very special one. We will have the opportunity to see, to witness, to accompany 9 individuals. Here you are. Say hi. I must say, 9 very nervous individuals that will come up to the Torah in honor of Shabbat, the Torah, and our wonderful community. And we can tell you, we actually are going to tell you, how proud we are of you, your process, and your wonderful work. Look at this. All these people are here for you and for Shabbat. So this is a very, very special morning, a very joyful one. And if you are asking yourself what's the best way to accompany them, we want to encourage you to use this device. Okay? We call this Siddur, prayer book, and we will invite you to follow our service using this Siddur, this prayer book, and we encourage you to put your devices on the side. We try not to use our cell phones during services, and we try to be present by singing, by reading, by looking. And if you really, really, really want to watch this later, this is being recorded. This is in Facebook. You can find it. You can find it in Facebook, on YouTube. It's there. So it's there so you can be here. So every time that we start a service together, we acknowledge the blessing of being community, the beauty of being community. I invite you to open your prayer books on page 192 for Matobu.
Ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ay la la, ay la 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 la, ay la la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ay la la, ya la 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 la. Ma tovu ahalecha Yaakov, Mishkenotecha Yisrael, Vani berochastecha avo vetecha, ay la la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ay la la, ya la 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 la. Ay la la la, ay la la la, ya la 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 la, ay la la, ay la 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 la. Vani tefilati lecha Adonai et ratzon Elohim berov chastecha aneni bemetishcha. Ay la la la, ay la la la, ay la 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 la, ay la la, ay la 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 la, ay la la la, ay la la la, ya la 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 la, ay la la, ya la la la.
At this point, we'd like to invite our class to come to the front of our sanctuary to symbolically wear their talitot. They will be presented with their talitot by members of their families. You will be wrapped by and with the talit, symbol of the continuous love, the Ledor Bador love in Jewish tradition. Amen. The talit is like a loving hug that accompanies us every time that we pray and wraps our bodies but touches our souls. You can follow Marianne on page 194 for the blessing for the well functioning of our bodies.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who formed the human body with skill, creating the body's many pathways and openings. It is well known before your throne of glory that if one of them be wrongly opened or closed, it would be impossible to endure and stand before you. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals all flesh, working wondrously. Baruch atah Adonai, rofei chol basar umafli la'asot.
Amen.
Amen.
And after the blessing for our bodies, we sing the blessing for our souls. There's a body function that connects between our physical existence and our spiritual one. The word breath in Hebrew is neshima, and the word soul is neshama. So we take, before we do the blessing, we say the blessing for our souls. We prepare our bodies and we take a deep breath. I invite you to breathe in and out. And once again, breathe in and out. On page 196. שנתת בי טהורה היא, אלוהי נשמה, שנתת בי טהורה היא, אלוהי נשמה, שנתת בי טהורה, טהורה היא, אלוהי נשמה שנתת בי טהורה היא, אלוהי נשמה שנתת בי טהורה היא, אלוהי נשמה שנתת בי טהורה, טהורה היא. Source of all creation, sovereign of all souls, praised are you, Adonai, in whose hand is every living soul and the breath of humankind. ברוך אתה, אדוני, אשר בידו נפש כל חי ברוח כל בשר איש.
Amen.
Good morning, everyone. I grew up in
You're
a...
the first one, so we are going to make sure that people can hear you.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Can you hear her? Yes. Perfect.
I grew up in a very Jewish community in Queens, New York. Most of my friends were Jewish. We observed Jewish traditions on Jewish holidays, but we did not attend services or affiliate with a synagogue. On the high holidays, we dressed in our Sunday best, and we stood outside the temple during services. When a close childhood friend was studying for her bat mitzvah, I needed to know more, but my parents were not at all religious, and they did not believe in girls going to Hebrew school or having a bat mitzvah. When I got married, I picked out a wedding band, and I was drawn to a ring with a Hebrew inscription. The ring said, Ani lidodi vidodi li. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. The only problem was I didn't know what it said. Until 4 years later, I moved to California, and I made a friend at work who was able to tell me what the inscription said. As parents, Alan and I made sure our children had the opportunity to learn about their heritage and embrace their religion, becoming a bat and bar mitzvah. Now it was my turn as a Jew to rediscover my Judaism. I was tired of coming to services unable to read Hebrew or understand the service. This has been a fulfilling journey for me in so many ways. It actually started 3 years ago, only to give up midway, but I brushed myself off and I started all over with my wonderful classmates here at TBT. I accomplished my personal goal and found new joy in connecting with Judaism, my connection to the synagogue, learning the prayers and songs, learning to read Torah, and my relationship with God. I would like to thank Rabbi Nico, Gabby Newman for her beautiful music, and our amazing teacher, Miriam Van Ralt, for imparting her knowledge and wisdom upon us. Thank you to my classmates and new friends for joining me in this journey of learning Hebrew together and preparing for this day. It was great working and sharing this journey with all of you. Thank you to my husband, Alan, for your love, encouragement, and waiting until after class to have dinner with me. Thank you to my children, Lainey, Lance, Kent, and Stephanie, and all my beautiful grandchildren, Aaron, Brooklyn, Neil, and Dina. I'm so proud of all of you. Thank you for your love and support. You are the loves of my life. I am grateful to my family and friends for sharing this day with me. Thank you all for coming today. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Good morning, everyone. I was born and raised in a small town in the former Soviet Union where being a Jew was not something to be proud of. As the majority of children were Russian, I remember myself wishing to be Russian too. At the age of 14, I left for music college and was pleasantly surprised to see how many Jewish students and Jewish instructors were there. All of my favorite professors were Jewish. I also lived for 4 years with my aunt's family that immigrated to Israel in the early 1970s. My Jewish identity started to wake up. I met my future husband who was Jewish. I was not a child anymore. I witnessed many anti-Semitic incidents. And when my husband decided to leave the country when we were born, I was ready. The most attractive idea was that our 4-year-old daughter Victoria would be able to live in a country where there would be freedom and no anti-Semitism. We immigrated to the U.S. in 1979, and my Jewish identity became stronger by the day. How surprising it was for me to hear from our non-Jewish neighbor in Chicago that if given the choice, she would pick Judaism as her religion. This is something that would be unheard of back in Russia, where we would try to hide our Jewish identity and where we had to secretly buy matzah for Passover and secretly have matzah at the dinner table. We had to accept lower grades for college entrance exams. We were denied employment opportunities because our nationality was Jewish, not Russian. We were denied equality and freedom. And of course, no Jewish learning of any sort. The list goes on and on. Our dad always reminded my siblings and me that we are Jews and we should never stop learning about everything that is Jewish, especially after our whole family immigrated to the U.S. My sister was the first one to fulfill our dad's dream. She had her bat mitzvah twice, in 2006 with dad proudly watching her, and 2012 again while supporting her husband in his. How I wish our dad could be here now to witness me reading from the Torah. Today, I am proud of my Jewish roots, history, and traditions. When our youngest daughter, Navit, was born in the USA, I knew that we would do everything possible in order for her to get a Jewish education. She did here at TBT, where she became a Bat Mitzvah in 1997. She was visiting in 2017 for the high holidays, and I was amazed at how easily she followed the service and how much she was still enjoying the lyrics and the melodies. I also saw my sister and her husband being able to read and to chant in Hebrew, and it was then that I realized that this is what I really want to do too. Jewish music is in my blood, but the words and service were still foreign to me. This past year, taking Miriam's class and going to Shabbat services was a year of opening my eyes, ears, and heart. I'm very blessed that my mom is here in the audience today with us. And I'm very grateful and consider today to be the beginning of my Jewish journey of learning and growing. Today I'm fulfilling my dad's dream for his second child to become Jewish, not only by birth, but by choice. Toda rabah.
Shar koach. We turn our Sidurim now to page 198, thank you. Page 198 for the blessings for the daily miracles. And something remarkable about the blessings for the daily miracles is that they help us acknowledge things that have to do with the universal character of being human and all the abilities and the functions that our bodies perform, but they go all the way to very specific things that have to do with our identities. And one of the blessings says, She'asani Israel, who has given me the blessing of being a part of the Jewish people. On page 198, the daily miracles.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who has given the mind the ability to distinguish the day from night.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who opens the eyes of the blind.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai,
Eloheinu melech haolam, who frees the captive.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who lifts up the fallen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who stretches the earth over the waters.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who strengthens our steps.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, ma'ami Yisrael. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, haya es koracha. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamir shemayim and
Yafabai.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani b'tzalach.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Shasani bat korin. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Shasani Israel.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Oser Yisrael b'kivro. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Oter Yisrael b'kivro.
on page 204. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah.
Amen.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to engage with the words of Torah.
אלו דברים שאין להם שיעור, שאדם אוכל פירותיהם בעולם הזה, והקרן קיימת לא לעולם הבא, ואלו הן.
כיבוד אב ואם וגמילות חסדים, והשכמת בית המדרש שחרית וערבית, והכנסת אורחים וביקור חולים.
והכנסת כלה ובעיית אמת, ועיון תפילה, והרת שלום בין אדם לחברו, ותלמוד תורה כנגד כולם.
You speak now. It's your speech. יישר כוח.
I grew up in the kind of Jewish family that went to temple only on the high holidays. It wasn't until a few years ago that I embraced my faith and thought that I might like to become a bat mitzvah. The only problem with that was I would have to get up in front of people, which was outside of my comfort zone. But with encouragement from Rusty and reflecting on my awesome children's journeys, I signed up. Let me tell you about my children. My oldest, Caitlin, was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and with her supportive husband, Brian, beside her 24/7, she courageously beat this disease and is now cancer-free. She endured numerous treatments and side effects, and I'm happy to say she is back to work full-time and was recently announced the 2019 Leukemia and Lymphoma Hero of the Year. My middle child, Alyssa, followed her dreams, and instead of working for others, she opened her own flower shop in Mission Viejo called Sammy's Flowers. She taught herself so many aspects of the business, such as how to make floral arrangements, the different kinds of flowers, how to manage others that work for her, etc. Alyssa recently got married to Robert, who encouraged her to follow her dreams. Alyssa arranged for us to adopt a family of 6 at Christmas this year, and it was so rewarding, we're going to make it a yearly tradition. My son Tyler recently graduated from Cal State Fullerton after taking a few years off to pursue his music career. And in his last 2 years of college, he made the dean's list all 4 semesters, receiving A's. He also interned in the Dean of Students' office and is involved with the Big Brother program. And following the example that my children set, I found out what I was truly capable of accomplishing. I got so much out of this experience. I learned a lot about myself and my religion, and I'm proud of my journey. I want to thank Rusty for all of his love and support, and to my family and friends for theirs as well. Thank you. Oh, wait, I want to thank the Rabbi, Gabby, and Miriam for everything.
Almost 44 years ago, Rabbi Asa, blessed memory, married Chuck and me in what is now the social hall, and 12 years ago, he married our children, Jeremy and Allie, here in the sanctuary. Our children went to preschool, religious school, and Hebrew school at TBT and celebrated their bar mitzvahs here. Our lives are entwined with TBT, and it has been a second home and an extended family for us. Chuck had his B'nai Mitzvah here, and now it is my turn. Over the past 12 years have been hectic as our family has grown. When I realized that in a little over 2 years, my oldest grandson, Ari, will become a bar mitzvah, I thought, what happens if he asks for my help and I am unable to give it? So a year ago, I began my journey to learn to read Hebrew and experience a bat mitzvah. It is not enough to sing Lador Vador. You need to live it by example. Life is full of things to learn, and I have made a commitment to learn something new each day. Somehow in my journey to acquire knowledge, I miss learning Hebrew. Talmud has a list of obligations that parents are responsible for teaching their children. Food and shelter are not included on the list. It is taken for granted those will be provided. The Talmud tells parents that it is their obligation to teach their children values, morals, and shared history. It also tells parents that they must teach their children to swim. I believe the concept of swimming is a metaphor for teaching our children how to survive. As Jews, we are frequently reminded that what appears to be a safe haven one day may be hazardous the next. Over thousands of years, we have been able to survive abrupt changes in our fortune. How do we do this? Why are we, the Jews, still here when the great civilizations of the Egyptians, the Greeks, and the Romans, to name a few, have disappeared? We survive because we take the ideal Lador Vador seriously. We teach our children to swim. Judaism is not just a religion, it is a way of life. It is action and behavior. Judaism teaches us to be caretakers of our families, our community, our country, and our earth. In Judaism, knowledge and action are the tools of our survival. My precious grandchildren, you give me joy and hope for the future. I see in you the seeds of a new generation of Jewish leaders as you follow the footsteps of your parents. I am sorry that the earth that I am leaving you is not as healthy and as clean as it should be. I am sad that people have not rejected bigotry and hatred and have not adopted an appreciation of the varied and magical world we live in. But you give me hope. Each time you drop coins in the tzedakah box and have a conversation about where it will go. You give me hope each time you plant a flower or a tree. You give me hope when you, at your young ages, understand that someone is not being treated with dignity and respect. Today is dedicated to you, dear ones, with the wish that you know that I'm always here for you, and hopefully as you go through life, I will have words of wisdom and the ability to teach you skills that you need to swim. Lador Vador. Thank you also to Miriam, Rabbi, and Gabby, and Michael for the beautiful service. Thank you.
We are going to turn our Sidurim to page 212 for the blessing for the Psukei, the Simbra, in which we gather all the blessings that we have counted, and we undertake the hard work of uplifting our souls. Baruch she'amar vaya ha'olam, Baruch oseh bereishit, Baruch omer ve'oseh, Baruch gozer u'mekayem, Baruch merachem al haaretz, Baruch merachem al habriot, Baruch meshalem sachar tov l'riyav, Baruch chaylahad bekayam lanetzach, Baruch podeh u'matzil baruch baruch shemo. With songs of praise, we extol you and proclaim your sovereignty, for you are the source of life in the universe. One God, life of the universe, praise and glorious ruler. Your name is eternal. Blessed are you, Adonai, sovereign, who is glorified through songs of praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Melech meulal batish bachot.
Amen.
We begin the Psukei de Simbra in Shabbat, turning our Sidurim to page 214 for Mizmor Shir LeYom HaShabbat.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, אלי 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 אלי, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, יאללה, 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 יאללה. טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, להגיד בבוקר חסדך השבת, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, יאללה, 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 יאללה. צדיק התמר יפרח, כארז בלבנון יזכה, שתולים בבית אדוני, בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו, עוד ינובן בצבא, דשנים רעננים יהיו, להגיד כי ישר אדוני, צורי ולא הבלעת בו. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, מזמור שיר ליום השבת, יאללה, 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 יאללה.
אשרי יושבי ביתך עוד יהללוך סלע. Happy are those who dwell in your house. They forever praise you. We are at the top of page 215.
אשרי העם שככה לו, אשרי העם שאדוני אלוהיו, אשרי העם שככה לו, אשרי העם שאדוני אלוהיו, אשרי יושבי ביתך עוד יהללוך סלע, אשרי יושבי ביתך עוד יהללוך סלע, אשרי העם שככה לו, אשרי העם שאדוני אלוהיו, אשרי העם שככה לו, אשרי העם שאדוני אלוהיו.
And we actually believe that even if you don't know the words, participating in song is a very helpful tool to uplift our souls. So let's just do the nigon for a moment. It's quite simple. Yambara bam 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 bam, yambara bam 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 bam, yara bam 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 bam. You're doing very well. Yambara bam 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 bam, yambara bam 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 bam, yambara bam 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 bam. אשרי העם שככה לו, אשרי העם שאדוני אלוהיו, be prepared with the melody.
אשרי העם שככה לו, אשרי העם שאדוני אלוהיו.
And we invite you to take a moment, silent moments, to think about what are the things that bring joy to your life. Alternatively, you can follow the traditional reading between pages 215 and 216. We are at the bottom of page 216.
תהילת אדוני ידבר בי ויברך כל בשר שם קודשו לעולם, לעולם ועד אנחנו נברך יד מעתה ועד עולם. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. תהילת אדוני ידבר פי ויברך כל בשר שם קודשו לעולם, לעולם ועד אנחנו נברך יד מעתה ועד עולם. הללויה, הללויה, הללויה. ואנחנו נברך יד מעתה ועד עולם. הללויה, הללויה, hallelujah. On page 218, hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. El Bekocho,
hallelujah.
Birkia Uzo,
hallelujah.
Bigvorata,
hallelujah.
Gerov Kodo,
hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Beteka shofar,
hallelujah.
Benevel vechinot,
hallelujah. ומחול hallelujah. בנינים ועוגב, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Betzirtzalei Shema,
hallelujah.
Betzirtzalei Trua,
hallelujah.
Betzirtzalei Shema,
hallelujah.
Betzirtzalei Trua,
כל הנשמה תהלליה, הללויה. כל הנשמה תהלליה, הללויה. כל הנשמה תהלליה, הללויה. Even if our mouths were full of song as the sea, and our tongues were full of joy in countless waves, we could never find the words to thank you adequately, Adonai. We are on page 220 for Ilufino.
Ilufinu male shira kayam, Urshonenu rina kamon galam, V'siftotenu shevach kemechaver rakia, V'enenu meirot kashemesh v'chayareach, V'yadeinu frosot kenishei shamayim, Beradleinu kalot kayalot. אין אנחנו מספיקים להודות לך, אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו. אין אנחנו מספיקים להודות לך, אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אמותינו.
On page 222, the blessing that concludes the Psukei de Simbra. שוכנת מרום בקדוש שמו, וכתוב רננו צדיקים באדוני, לישרים נבע תהילה, בפי ישרים תתהלל, ובדברי צדיקים תתברך, ובלשון חסידים תתרומם, ובקרב קדושים תתקדש. ובמקלות רבבות עמך בית ישראל, ורינה יתפאר שמך מלכנו בכל דור ודור. ישתבח שמך לעד מלכנו, האל המלך הגדול והקדוש בשמיים ובארץ. כי לך נאה, אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו באמותינו, שינו שמך לב ושמרה, עוז וממשלה, נצח גדולה וגבורה, תהילה ותפארת, קדושה ומלכות, ברכות בהודעות, מעתה ועד עולם, ברוך אתה אדוני.
ברוך שמו.
אל מלך גדול ותשבחות, אל ההודעות אדון הנפלאות, הבוחר בשירי סמרה, מלך מלכי העולמים.
I grew up in a family where both of my parents came from Orthodox homes. After they got married, they got disillusioned with organized religion. They felt they were Jewish, whether they were observant or not, at least according to Hitler's definition. Besides, wasn't everyone Jewish in New York? They pretty much did very little that would be considered as anything modeling Jewish activities. They didn't go to temple at all. I don't remember lighting Shabbat candles or Hanukkah candles ever. I didn't go to religious school or Hebrew school because I was a girl. I didn't know anything about the Jewish religion. When Mark and I became a couple, he would read me Bible stories to educate me. He still impresses me with how much he knows. After Tara was born, I would take her to the Reformed Temple in Teaneck, New Jersey for holiday activities. When Tara was 4 and Adam was 1, we moved to Oxford, England for 2 years. It was the first time that we lived in a place where we needed the temple to find other Jews. We also had to deal with Church of England religion being taught at school every day. We got involved with the Jewish community there and celebrated all the holidays with the friends we made in the community. I got involved teaching religious school to kindergartners. Mark thought this was very funny, given all I didn't know. When we moved to California 32 years ago, there were very few Jews in our neighborhood and in the schools. We felt that it was important to join the temple and be part of the Jewish community. We were fortunate to be adopted by the Landsmans and Chapman families and celebrated Jewish holidays with them. Sherry even got me to join Hadassah, where we became friends with the Goodman family. Mark became president of the men's club, then president of the temple, and held many board positions while traveling for work about 40% of the time. I worked full-time teaching deaf children and chauffeuring Tara and Adam to their activities. I dealt with all the school projects, homework, sports, and theater, while Mark worked and volunteered. I had no time for being involved unless it involved my kids. They were involved in Hebrew and religious schools and the school children's choir. They both were bar and bat mitzvah here at TBT. I always said I would take the B'nai Mitzvah class when I retired and had the time. When I heard Miriam would be retiring this year, it made me sign up for the class. I've enjoyed going through this experience with this class. We all come from different backgrounds, but we are all very supportive of each other. In the beginning, when we were first learning the sounds and to read Hebrew words, I got this feeling of being proud of myself. It made me realize how my children felt when they celebrated their bar and bat mitzvahs. I also loved how encouraging and supportive Mark was while he would listen to me. I'm not very good at reading Hebrew, but I can read the transliteration, which I couldn't do before. I know Mark and my children are proud of me because this is definitely out of my comfort zone. I want to thank Miriam and Rabbi Nico and Gabby. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
A lot of people. During one of our Torah chanting practices with Maura and Miriam, I brought up the fact that I'm having trouble focusing on my speech. Miriam suggested I think about what my grandparents would say regarding what I'm doing. I only knew one of my grandparents. Grandma Esther was one of the most Jewish women I have ever met. Without being truly religious, but yet still very traditionally Jewish and extremely Zionist. Her love and pride for Judaism in Israel were unquestionable. So what would she say if I told her I'm going to read from the Torah? I believe she would say girls are not supposed to do that. That would be her first reaction. Then she would think about it and say, but you can do whatever you want to do, because she always did. So is that my journey? Am I here, thanks to Reform Judaism, I, a woman, can participate in this beautiful ritual along with my fellow classmates in front of my family and community? Partly, yes. I'm here because I can be, but that is only part of the story, as they say. I'm a Jew because both of my parents are Jewish. This was a gift granted to me without any effort on my part. My daughter-in-law, Juliana, on the other hand, was not born Jewish. I have watched this very busy young woman embrace our culture and religion as she's studying and preparing for her conversion. Why should I then take the gift of Judaism for granted and miss an opportunity to study? And here in the weekly tidbits, there's an email announcing the perfect opportunity. Miriam is starting the B'nai Mitzvah class, and my friend Mindy Gladstein agreed to do it with me. The B'nai Mitzvah class was an opportunity for me to learn more about my religion, to start understanding and appreciating the meaning of our daily and Shabbat prayers, our values, to read the ancient text in Hebrew. Thanks to my classmates, my teacher Miriam, and Rabbi Nico, the experience turned out to be very meaningful, spiritual, and enjoyable. I'm looking forward to many more future learning opportunities. Our son David and daughter-in-law Juliana were not able to be here. They are home in New York with our 1-month-old grandson. I'm so happy and grateful to have daughter Samantha and my husband Alex here with me today, as well as our friends and wonderful TBT community. I'm blessed to have all of you in my life. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
With all these wonderful words, we turn our theory into...
Wait.
Sorry.
Sweetheart, next.
I thought that you do Hetzikaish, but you're right. I was misreading the program. I'm sorry. I'll switch you there. I put you after.
Anyway.
I'd like to welcome Ann Honest, who shared a couple of words.
You can stand right here. Once upon a time, about 75 years ago, in a faraway place covered with snow, I was born to a young Jewish couple who had fled their shtetl in Poland during World War II, and they ended up in Siberia, which was Russia at that time, and now it is Kazakhstan. So, as you know and you've heard, we have up here on the stage and among our participants 3 krasivichka ruski девушкis. Хорошо?
Ken Irvu.
Huh?
We hope for more.
Okay. Anyway, in shtetl life where my parents come from, bat mitzvahs were unheard of, unthought of. Women and girls sat in the back of the shul behind the mechita or the divider, not to be seen nor heard. That is where my mother sat, and her mother as well. And I would have sat there if I stayed there. About 60 years ago, I was a young teenager. We had immigrated to America, living in Baltimore, Maryland, in America, the Golden Medina, or the land of golden opportunity. Women could move around in a shul, but a bat mitzvah for a girl? That was not happening to any girl that I knew. However, I did go to Jewish school, and us girls, we did get dressed up, and we did dance our hearts out and our legs off at the lavish bar mitzvah parties in Baltimore, Maryland. About 40-some years ago, I was a mother at that time of 3 daughters living in Fullerton, about a mile away from here. And guess what? I was a member, we became members of Temple Beth Tikvah. And on this bima, in front of this ark, under the guidance of, may they rest in peace, Rabbi Chaim Asa and Cantor Eli Cohen, Roger and I stood with great prides in our hearts as each one of our daughters were called to read from the Torah. Today, I will be called to read from the Torah at the same place, Temple Beth Tikvah, with the fabulous guidance of Rabbi Nico and songstress Gabby and great teacher Miriam, on the same bima, same ark, and the same talit. I'll tell you that. But this time, my 3 daughters will be standing next to me. This talit was first used by Roger for his bar mitzvah. Each daughter used this talit at their bat mitzvah. It was also used as a wedding covering for the chuppah, and today I wear it with great pride. Yes, I did wash it, and yes, we didn't know if we would manage the washing after, because my husband's also up there. This to me today is a glorious day for me to share with my growing family and wonderful friends out here. From generation to generation, l'dor v'dor, may my family continue with the traditions and customs of the Jewish faith and the admiration and honor due our Jewish heritage. My hope and prayer today is that Roger and I will be able to stand next to each one of our grandchildren as they are called up to the Torah and be counted among the people of Israel and the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Amen.
Amen.
And now we turn to page 224 to do some little Hebrew and singing. Yiskadal v'yiskadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Daman divrei b'yom chimchutei v'yinik malchutei b'chayechon u'v'mechon u'b'nei Yisrael. Bayaga, bayaga, u'mizmar karib v'imru amen. Yeshmei Rabbah mevorach יתברך,
יתברך וישתבח,
וישחר וישמח ויששא,
ויתהדר, ויתהלל, ויתעלה, שמי קודשה,
בריחו,
אלוה מרקול ושירה
ושירתה,
תושבחתה ונחמתה, תמירם ואהבה,
ואמרו
Amen.
We turn our Siduri to page 226. Please rise as we, together as community, open the gates of prayer. Yai, da, 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 da. Yai, da, 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 da. Yai, da, 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 da. Yai, da, 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 da. Yai, da, 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 ya, da, 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 da. Yai, da, 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 da. Yai, da, 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 da. Yai, da, 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 da. המבורך לעולם ועד. המבורך, המבורך לעולם ועד. You may be seated.
You are praised. Who? Wait, oh, it's this one. Okay. You are praised are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of light and darkness, who makes peace and fashions all things. In mercy, you illumine the world and those that give life upon it. In your goodness, you're daily a new creation. How awesome are your works, Adonai. In wisdom, you formed them all, filling the earth with your creatures. Be praised, Adonai our God, for the excellent work of your hands, and for the light you exceed. May they glorify you. Okay. Shine a new light upon Zion, and we all may swiftly merit its radiance. Praised are you, Adonai, creator of all heavenly lights. Baruch atah Adonai, Yameh Ham Harot.
Amen. We are on page 230.
How deeply you have loved us, Adonai, our God, gracing us with surpassing compassion. On account of our forebears, whose trust led you to teach them the laws of life, be gracious to us, teaching us as well. O merciful one, have mercy on us by making us able to understand and discern, to heed, learn, and teach, and lovingly to observe, perform, and fulfill all that is in your Torah.
והאר עינינו בתורתך, בתורתך, ודבק ליבנו במצוותיך, במצוותיך, ויחד לבבנו לאהבה יראה את שמך, ולא נבש ולא ניכלם ולא ניכשל לעולם ועד. כי בשם קודשך הגדול והנורא בטחנו ולא נבש ולא ניכלם ולא ניכשל לעולם ועד.
If you are wearing a talit, I invite you to put the four corners of your talit together as a symbol of the unity of the people of Israel, and also as a symbol of the unification of our internal diversity, of our souls. Gather us in peace from the four corners of the earth, and lead us upright to our land. For you, O God, work wonders. You chose us, truly. You drew us near to your great name, that we might acknowledge you, declaring you one in love. Praised be you, Adonai, who chooses your people, Israel, in love. Baruch atah Adonai, abocher be'amo Israel be'ahava.
Amen.
Shema Israel, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך, בכל נפשך, בכל מאודך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר נהי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושנתת לבניך ודיברת בם, ושבתך בביתך, בלכתך בדרך, בשבתך בקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידך, והיו לטטפות בעיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשרתך. Adonai said to Moses as follows, "Speak to the Israelite people and instruct them to make for themselves fringes on the corners of their garments throughout the ages. Let them attach a cord of blue to the fringe at each corner. That shall be your fringe. Look at it and recall all the commandments of Adonai and observe them, so that you do not follow your heart and eyes in lustful urge." למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, מצרים לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, אמן.
אמת ביציב, לחביב ונורא בדיר בטוב. ויפה הדבר הזה עלינו לעולם ההד. We continue with the silent reading over page 238. Tony.
Life's journey takes curious turns, oftentimes with unknowing results. Sometimes good, sometimes not so good. Procrastination was my forte. Self-will running rampant. Such decisions, oy vey, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. That was my thinking for at least the last 50 years, especially when it came to learning Hebrew and making the mitzvah. Then one day the light came on, flickering at first. The idea came back to me. I should move forward with such inclinations as I had when I was younger to celebrate my bar mitzvah. Being from a very, very secular family and diverse, I had always wanted to celebrate my bar mitzvah. But circumstances beyond my control were at hand. Ah, there it is again, my control. One that I never had in the first place. And never realized that until the last couple of years, until I came here. Can I? More decisions. Finally, I made a decision. And what I found was that when I released control of my endeavors and let Hashem take the lead, the outcome is usually favorable. A decision that at first I did not make easily. I found that I had support for my decision everywhere I turned. Never in all my days would I have ever thought it would be so uplifting and fulfilling. That is what brought me here today, to be with my family and my friends on this momentous occasion. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I've got this. When our class was asked to speak about our journey that led us to this momentous day, I said to myself, that's a really good question. Anybody who knows me knows that I am absolutely obsessive about punctuality. So I'm never 5 minutes late for anything. So what am I doing standing here 60 years late for my own bat mitzvah? In the olden days, when I was growing up, synagogues were a very different place. Not only were girls not bar mitzvahed, but women did not wear kippot. They wore hats to synagogue. And they did not wear a talit. They wore mink stoles on Yom Kippur in Los Angeles when it was 95 degrees. But my mom was a Hebrew scholar, and she was determined to teach me to read Hebrew, even though she knew that I would never be able to become a bat mitzvah. Over the years, as women have claimed the right to become bat mitzvah, I frequently thought about doing this, not just for myself, but as a tribute to my special mother. Sadly, I procrastinated too long, and my mom is not here today. But this is a shout-out to my very special Yiddish mama. It's also a shout-out to some other very special people in my life who encouraged me unwittingly to go forth. As I watched with pride, as my granddaughter Marabella and my grandson Judah came to the Torah and read Torah and did their drashes at their and bar mitzvahs, I said, wow,
These kids have had the courage to do something that I would never be able to do. In our Torah portion, God speaks to the people and he says, don't be afraid. Well, he didn't speak to me. He didn't say, Barbara, forget about all of those school teachers and all of those Girl Scout leaders who at various different functions would say, everybody sing loud, and Barbara, could you just lip sync? So I procrastinated for years, fearing that dreadful chanting of the Torah. Watching my wonderful daughter-in-law, Jeanette, lead our family into Jewish study and observance, and Tikkun Olam finally motivated me to say my time had come, and it was time for me to step forward and follow her lead. So this is also a huge shout-out to Dave and Jeanette for encouraging me through their deeds and their example. But alas, as they say, man plans and God laughs. So just as I was getting ready to begin the journey to today, cancer struck. It was like a clap of thunder saying, ha, you think you can do this now after all those years of procrastinating? Well, I will show you. So here's when the world's greatest support team stepped in and said, we've got you, Barb. We've got your back. You can do this. So with the greatest support imaginable from my wonderful husband and a large group of family and friends, I'm here today to also shout out to them and say thank you. Jerry, stop talking. Jerry. You have been amazing. You have schlepped me to doctor's appointments. You have waited on me hand and foot. You've sat with me through hours of chemotherapy, and you even made sure all the time that the freezer was stocked with ice cream. And you even insisted on buying me this beautiful talit, even though I kept saying I already had a talit and I didn't need one. He wanted me to have this one from the Women of the Wall in Israel. As my grandchildren presented me today with my talit, I remembered with great emotion when they received their talitot and how proud I was, as we said, from one generation to another. Today, we reversed that and we played it backward. And I want to say thank you to Maribella and Judah for presenting me with my talit. Lador vador backwards is still lador vador. So thank you to my wonderful family of friends, to Team Barbara, to Rabbi Nico, to Miriam, to Gabby, and a special shout out to my very special Yiddish mama. Shabbat Shalom.
Michamocha is the blessing for redemption. And it's a reminder of those places that we sometimes, or situations that we sometimes face in our lives that seem to be the end, that seem to be impossible. Michamocha, the blessing for redemption, reminds us that what we need to find is the strength to step forward throughout the scary waters of the Red Sea. On page 240. Yai rai 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 yai rai 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 yai rai 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 yai rai 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 ay rai 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 ay rai rai ay rai 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 ay rai 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 ya rai 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 ya rai 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 ma rai 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 ay rai rai ya rai 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 Kamocha vaylim Adonai, mi kamocha ne'er bakodesh, nora tehilot osef eled, nora tehilot osef eled, ay rai rai shira chadasha, shivchu geulim, o leshimcha zmat hayam. יחד כולם הודו והמליכו ואמרו שירה חדשה שיבחו גאולים עולה שמחה שפת הים יחד כולם הודו והמליכו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד צור ישראל קומה בעזרת ישראל ובדנו מך יהודה וישראל גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו קדוש ישראל ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. We turn our Sidurim to page 242 for Tfilat Amidah. Please rise. If you are unable to rise on your legs, we invite you to rise in your spirit. As we follow the words of our tradition, we also try to find the space, and after the first three blessings, the silence, for the Tfilah Shebalev, for the prayer of your heart, for a moment of conversation between you and your God, between you and your soul.
Adonai, שפתי תפתח וגופי יגיד תהילתך. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומר חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסרות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה, רב להושיע. משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מחכה חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, צומח נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בגבולות ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך. וקרא זה ואמר, קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות, אדוננו מדיר שמך בכל הארץ. ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו מלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי ציון לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור נגיד גודלך.
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור נגיד גודלך.
ולנצח נצחים, ולנצח נצחים, קדושתך, קדושתך נקדיש. ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש, לעולם לעולם ועד. לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור נגיד גודלך.
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור נגיד גודלך. ולנצח נצחים, ולנצח נצחים, קדושתך, קדושתך נקדיש. ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש, לעולם לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. יזבחו למלכותך שלום לשבת. כן, דד ימים אותו קראת, זכר למעשה בראשית. ומנוחתנו בקשנו מזבותיך ביתך, גם מצוות. רצה אולי אלוהינו מחפשת ישראל, תפילתם באהבה תקבל, ותהיה רצון תמיד, ובולד ישראל עמך. מודים אנחנו לך שאתה רואה אלוהינו, ולא יבותינו וימותינו. שים שלום טובה וברכה, בכם בחסד ושרחמים עלינו ועל כל ישראל עמך, ולערכנו יותנו. יהיו לרצון אמרי פי והגיון ליבי לפניך, אדוני צורי וגואלי. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. We are at the bottom of page 260.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. Ay la 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 la, yam la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ay la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. ואמרו אמן. ואמרו אמן. ואמרו amen. Now yes, we turn our Sidurim to page 362, and that's the sign for you to know that we're going to stand up. We're going, all of us, to go toward the ark. Because on page 362, we will start the Torah service. So please rise as we open the ark. אין כמוך ואלוהים אדוני, ואין כמעשיך, מלכותך מלכות כל עולמים, וממשלתך כל דור ודור. אדוני מלך, אדוני מלך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. אדוני עוז לבוא ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום. כי מציון תצא תורה, כי מציון תצא תורה, ודבר אדוני מירושלים. ברוך שנתן תורה תורה, ברוך שנתן תורה תורה, לעמו ישראל בקדושתו. שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. אחד אלוהינו, גדול אדוננו, קדוש שמו. גדול אדוני איתי, ונרוממה שמו יחדיו. לך אדוני הגדולה והגבורה והתפארת והנצח והעוז. כי כל בשמיים ובארץ, כי כל בשמיים ובארץ, לך אדוני הממלכה, ועמית נעשה בכל ברוך.
Go to a D minor. והערנו בתורתך ודבק ליבנו במצוותיך ויחל לבבינו לאהבה וליראה את שמך ולא נבוש ולא ניכלם ולא ניכשל לעולם ועד כי בשם קודשך הגדול והנורא בטחנו נגילה ונשמחה נגילה ונשמחה בישועתך ילאי ראי 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 ילאי ראי 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 ילאי ראי ילאי ראי 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 ילאי ראי ילאי ראי 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 Yalai rai 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 Yalai rai 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 Yalai rai 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 והערנו בתורתך ודבק ליבנו במצוותיך ויחד לבבינו לאהבה וליראה את שמך Lai 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 lai, ya lai 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 lai, ya lai 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 lai, ya lai, ya lai 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 lai, la lai 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 lai, ya la 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 lai lai, ya lai la 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 lai, ya lai la 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 la. La 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 ani la 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 ani ma Yai da da dai, hi da 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 dai, yam da 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 da. Yai da da dai, dai da 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 dai, ya da da dai da da da. Da dai 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 dai, ya dai 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 dai, ya dai 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 dai, yai da dai, yai da dai dai dai. Ay da la la da la da yam da la da la da yam da la da la da ay da la da la da ay da 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 ay da 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 yam da da ay da da la da da la da ay da la da 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 ay da 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 ay da da ay da da la da da la You can do this way. La la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. ay lay 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 ay lay 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 ay la 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 lay lay ay lay lay la lay 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 am la la lay la lay lay ay lay la la lay lay ay lay 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 am lay 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 ay lay 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 ay lay 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 ay lay 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 ay lay 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 ay lay 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 ay lay lay lay. You may be seated. No, here.
Where? Oh, here. Okay.
Awesome. Okay, my friends. For those who forgot, we are trying to have a service. You know, there's something nice about the Jewish people. You know, we rabbis always wonder. We actually like to see each other. Because when we see each other, we speak forever, right? So come more often. But now let's focus on the service. And I think that everybody has today a Sheheyanu moment. And I have mine, my personal one. I never, until this moment, called so many people up to the Torah. I have like 1,000 names. Now, so wish me good luck. And we're going to put the guitar here. And so we are going, Miriam, can you accommodate the Torah? Let's get ready for the reading of the Torah. We are going to read from Parashat Yitro. And what's the topic of Parashat Yitro? Leadership. Okay, the first topic of Parashat Yitro is completely leadership. We have sharing power because it was too much for Moses, and Jethro, his father-in-law, comes to visit him, and he realizes that Moses was working non-stop. That's what judges do. So he was very busy judging the people of Israel and trying to help them to resolve their problems. And at some point, at the end of the day, Jethro tells him, if you want to survive, you need to find some life balance. Have you heard about that? So that comes from the Torah, from this Torah portion. And in order to go deeper in this idea of life balance, there is another very important piece to this Torah portion, and it is Matan Torah, which in English is? The giving of the Torah. Thank you. So the giving of the Torah was given to the people of Israel. They are already in Mount Sinai. They take a couple of days once they are there to get ready to prepare themselves as B'nai Mitzvah do. You know your Torah portions already for a while. And when we were ready, we said, okay, let's prepare ourselves a bit more deeply. And let's do it again and again and again. So do the Israelites and prepare themselves before receiving what we hope is the divine wisdom, which helps us also to think about the way in which we want to create balance in our lives with things like the celebration of Shabbat, trying to create some contrast in the work of creation, we are constantly doing things, and in Shabbat we are supposed to refrain from doing. We are supposed to observe. We are supposed to breathe. We live in a society that breathing is not a given. We actually need to find the time to actually do it. And the second part, things that have to do with the way in which we want to manage, we want to balance our society, the way in which we want to create our relationships. So that's, in a minute, Parashat Yitro, and we are going to call for the first Aliyah, Tamot Tahamot, Mariam Bat Yaakov Uferi, Mariam is you. It's you. Mariam Bat Yaakov Uferi, La Aliyah la Torah, in honor of her Bat Mitzvah, and Yaluita, Abraham ben Aaron, Michael ben Abraham Umarian, and Leah Ruchel bat Abraham Umarian.
We're on page 524 in the red books.
Have the blessings now. Okay, Surah the Gabbai. Where is your etzba?
I lost it. I don't know.
Let me see if I find it.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's right here.
Thank you, Rabbi.
My pleasure. Okay, it's in the Siddur on page 307. Miriam, Laila, put it on the Siddur. It's in the Siddur.
Here it is. Here we go.
Okay, now that we have in a paper, it's easier. So, great. You know, it's in the Siddur. We are looking for the blessing for the Torah. But tradition is tradition. And we read the blessing for the Torah out of this paper. So now we have the paper, so we can proceed with the ceremony as it is traditional in our synagogue. Thank God.
We were getting nervous, Rabbi.
Yeah, I was totally out of my... Baruch Adonai Mevorach Leolam Ba'ed.
Baruch Adonai Mevorach Leolam Ba'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Bahar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai
Noten HaTorah.
Vayared Adonai Lir al Har Sinai El Rosh Har Har Vayikra Adonai LeMoshe El Rosh Har Har Vayal Moshe Vayomer Adonai El Moshe Raid Ha'ed Vergam Pen Yehersu Adonai LeMoshe Levikro V'nafal Mimenu Rav V'gam HaKohanim Hanigashim El Adonai Yikadashu Pen Yifrot Adonai V'yam Adonai.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Natan Lanu Torah Emet V'Hayei Olam Nata B'Toheinu Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Yishar koach. Yishar koach. And we will call for the second Aliyah. Yale Yahale Abraham Ben Abraham Tony Cipriano and Tamod Letzido, and we'll come up to the Torah with him. Esther Amsterdam, Esther Chaya Bat Moshe Pnina. So the first group comes to this side, and you stand this side, closer, closer, closer. We like it tight. We actually like it tight. Thank you. Blessing for Torah, you point. We point the place from where the reader is coming. Baruch Adonai, Baruch Adonai, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Vaed. Elohim melech haolam vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה. ויאמר משה אל אדוני, ויוכל העם לעלות אל הר סיני, כי אתה העדות בנו לאמור הגבל את ההר וקידשתו. ויאמר אליו אדוני, לכרד ועלית אתה והארון עמך והכהנים והעם אל יהרסו לעלות אל אדוני פן יפרץ בם. וירד משה אל העם וירד עליהם.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נוטה בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
יישר כוח, יישר כוח. סגו ברוך, יישר כוח. יישר כוח, יישר כוח. Alto, stay here, stay here. Uy, be careful. Oh my gosh. תעמוד עלייה שלישית לבת מצווה, גיטה בת משה וגישה שרה לה. Where is she? Ah, she's here already. I'm just calling you. You know, I think we're going to do it again. No, you know what? You were here. So.
We're on page 539.
יעמדו, יחד עם ג'ון, מרדכי בן יהודה וחיי הקהילה, טרה בפול, טובה בת מרדכי וגישה, ארי לב במרדכי וגישה, ותמרה בת ברוך הוא דבורה. ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
וידבר אלוהים את כל הדברים האלה לאמור. אנוכי אדוני אלוהיך אשר הוצאתיך מארץ מצרים מבית עבדים. לא יהיה לך אלוהים אחרים על פניי.
יישר כוח.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נוטה בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני
נותן התורה. אמן. יישר כוח. יישר כוח. You can say יישר כוח to each other. יישר כוח. יישר כוח. So it is a custom to stand during the reading of the Ten Commandments. Some people stand, some people don't stand. So if it is your custom, you can rise as some people are standing right now. תעמוד, תעמוד, לעלייה לתורה, הרביעית שרה, בת חווה בילה ומשה, and יעמדו איתה, and will stand with her, will come up to the Torah with her, רחמיאל בן לזר, קייטלין בוחנן, אליסה אמברי, טיילר גיירוד, מאי קוקוס, משה בן ארון ביפה, לאה בת גצל באסתר רחל, מנחם לאיסר במשה וחנה, לאה רחל בת פרפל ואסתר. All of you.
Ready, Rabbi? Okay. Baruch hu Adonai habarach. Baruch Adonai barach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai barach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Lo ta'aseh lecha fesel v'kol timunah asher b'shamayim mima'al v'asher ba'aretz mitahat v'asher b'mayim mitahat la'aretz lo tishtahaveh lahem v'lo ta'avdem ki anoki Adonai Elohecha Elkanah Poked Avon Avot Al Ki Al Naim Al Shileshim Va'al Ribeim Lesonai Ve'oseh Hesed La'alafim La'al La'ohavai Ulshomri Mitzvotai Lo Tisa Et Shem Adonai Elohecha Lashav Kilo Yinaket Adonai Et Asher Yisa Et Shemo Lashav.
Shal koach.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu Baruch atah Adonai
נותן התורה, אמן. תעמוד, תעמוד לקריאה החמישית. חיה שושה בת בן ציון וגולדה, סופיה סוקרמן, יעמדו איתה חנה ברכה בת בן ציון וגולדה, אליהו בן ציון וגולדה, שיינה רשע בת רוחל לאה ובן ציון.
We're on page 547.
We are in the reading of the Ten Commandments. There are 10. So if it is your custom to stand during the Ten Commandments, please, you're invited to do so.
Baruch Hu Adonai Hamborah.
Baruch Leorach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach Leolam Vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'nasan lanu es Torato. Baruch atah Adonai nosein haTorah.
Amen.
Zachor et yom chashabat likadusho sheshet yamim tayvot vasita kol melachtecha vayom chashvi Shabbat l'Adonai Elohecha lo taiseh Chol melacha ata uvincha ובתך עבדך ואמתך ובהמתך גרך אשר בשעריך כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, את היום ואת כל אשר בם, וינח ביום השביעי, על כן בירך אדוני את יום השבת ויקדשהו.
יישר כוח.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Toras emes v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu Baruch atah Adonai notzin haTorah.
יישר כוח everyone, יישר כוח סופיה. תעמוד לקריאה השישית מן בת יחיאל ורחל. And יעמדו, and will stand with her, אברהם בן חרשל, בן חמים בן אברהם ומינדה, תקווה בת אברהם ושרה, ירמיהו בן אברהם ומינדה, אליסה בת אברהם ושרה, גבריאל פנחס בן אברהם ומינדה.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai
noten haTorah. Amen.
We're on page 554.
כבד את אביך ואת אמך, למען יאריכון ימיך על האדמה אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך. לא תרצה, לא תנאף, לא תגנוב, לא תענה ברעת שכר. לא תחמוד בית רעך, אל תחמוד אשת רעך, ועמתו בשעריך, וחמרו וכל אשר לרעך.
יישר כוח.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
יישר כוח. כל הכבוד. יישר כוח. Congratulations. Hi. Congratulations. Good to see you again. Hi, welcome. So you are the other one, right? And I met you once in a class. Yeah, I remember that. תעמוד לקריאה השביעית. בתיה בת דוד. בצנונה. Thank you, Barbara. בצנונה. that one. בצנונה. And יעמדו איתה יעקב בן אפרים ובתיה, דוד בן יעקב ובתיה, אסתר בת שרה ואברהם, מירה בת דוד ואסתר, יהודה בן דוד ואסתר. You can get closer, actually.
Baruchu et Adonai Hamorach. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bakar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen.
V'chol ha'am ro'im et hakolot ve'et halapidim ve'et kol hashofar ve'et hahar ashen vaya'ar ha'am vayanu'u vayamdu'u merachok vayamru el Moshe daber ata imanu v'nishma'a v'al yedaber imanu Elohim pen namut Vayomer Moshe al ha'am al tira'u ki leva'avur nasot etchem ba ha'Elohim uva'avur tihiyeh yirato al penechem levilti techeta'u.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yishar koach. Yishar koach. Tamod, Tahamod. The first half of the maftir, Hannah Bet Meir ושרה. צילה יתה בת יוסף בחנה, שולמית בת יוסף בחנה, פרידל בת יוסף בחנה. יישר כוח. יישר כוח. It's nice to meet you. We're going to try together. Hi, nice to meet you. Hi, nice to meet you. Sherry, how are you? I'm doing fine. How are you doing? I'm good. But I saw you crying.
Baruchu et Adonai Hamborach. Baruch Adonai Hamborach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Hamborach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai
נותן התורה.
Vayamod ha'am merakech u'Moshe nigash el ha'harafel asher sam ha'Elohim. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe ko tamor el b'nei Yisrael atem verotem ki min Hashamayim dibarti yomachem lo ti asun ati Elohei kesef velohei zahav lo tasu lechem. That's my lechem.
יישר כוח. The concluding blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan
לנו תורת אמת, בחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו, ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה. Amen. יישר כוח for those that came after the Torah. You can acknowledge each other. We say, תעמוד, תעמוד, שרה אלקה בת יעקב, ופיקה, סטלה בורקת. יעמדו ביחד איתה סשה בן שמחה וחיה, ושמחה הדסה בת שכנה ושרה אלקה. יעמדו איתה אלכס וסמנטה. Stay here, okay, close. Not afraid, that area scares us, no?
Baruch Adonai Hamarad.
Baruch
Baruch Adonai Hamarad Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai
נותן התורה.
מזבח אדמה תעשה לי, וזבחת עליו את עולותיך ואת שלומך, את צומך ואת בקרך, וכל המקום אשר אזכיר את שמי, אבוא אליך וברכתיך. מזבחה אבנים תעשה לי, לא תבנה את הן גזית כי הרבך הנפת אליה ותהלליה, ולא תעלה במעלות על מזבחי אשר לא תעלה ערפתך עליו.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam natan b'tocheinu. Baruch Atah Adonai
נותן התורה. יישר כוח. יישר כוח. יישר כוח. יישר כוח. And we ask all those that came up to the Torah, please rise. If you came up to the Torah, please rise. So we say, משברך אבותינו ואימותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, rise, but quietly. Quietly rise. משברך אבותינו ואימותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, שרה רבקה, רחל, בלאה, הוא יברך. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Beleah, will bless all those that came up to the Torah in honor of their bar or bat mitzvah, and all those that came up to the Torah honoring the bar and bat mitzvah of those that came also up to the Torah. May God bless all of you with his blessing of protection, rescue from any trouble or distress, and from any illness, minor or serious. May God send blessing and success in your endeavors, together with all Israel. And let us say, Amen. Now, while the Torah is open, we take a moment, you may be seated. We take a moment to acknowledge there are people that are dealing with illness in their souls, in their bodies, people that are dealing with addictions. We say, משברך אבותינו ואימותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, שרה, רבקה, רחל, בלאה, may the one who bless our ancestors will bless all those that are ill. And if you have a name that you like to share, May the blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit. And let us say, Amen. Miriam? Oh. Okay.
Shabbat Shalom. It's been my great honor to be a teacher at Temple Beth Tikvah for many, many years. I thought my job was finished about a year and a half ago when we finished the last B'nai Mitzvah class service. And then I was walking down the hall and Marion said to me, "You will teach another class because I want to be your student." And how could I say no? So here I am again, speaking to all of you and to my students. Our tradition teaches that we learn much from our teachers, more from our peers, but most from our students. And these young adults
Amen.
have not ceased to amaze me in their ability to absorb new material. You know that as we age, it gets harder to learn new things, and yet they beat the odds in so many ways. We celebrated good times, we shared the support of others, and this is an amazing group of lifelong Jewish learners. And so it is my privilege to give each of them a Jewish driver's license, a certificate that states, Ben Bagbag said, turn it, for all is in it, and look in it, and grow gray and old in it, and turn not away from it, for there is no better rule for you than it. And so they each get a certificate. They each get a wonderful book about the Jewish cycle of the year. And our sisterhood is honoring all 9 members of the B'nai Mitzvah class with a donation in each person's honor to the Women of Reformed Judaism, their Yes Fund, youth educators, and special projects, which ensures our Jewish heritage by fostering the next generation of leaders. In their honor, TBT Sisterhood is also sponsoring today's Onig following the service outside on the patio. And each of their journeys, which they share to you, has been compiled into a booklet that will be available to you out on the table in the foyer following today's service. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Who is doing Akba?
As many of you know, Miriam has been the heartbeat of TBT for over 30 years. She has taught our children and taught the adults, and it's hard to imagine TBT. She's not really allowed to retire. So with lots of love from all of us and respect and appreciation for all the hard work that you did being patient with us, we have a little gift for you, and thank you so much for everything that you do for us.
Thank you. I just have to tell you that it was Mindy who interviewed me 30 years ago and hired me to be this.
Oh, wow. Good job, Mindy.
Oh. Alex? Aren't you doing Agba? Roger? Those that are doing Agba and Glilila, we invite you to come up to the Bima. Please rise as we do Agba and Glilila. Zach, now. Besot HaTorah Asher Sam Moshe לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה. על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד. על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד.
על התורה ועל העבודה והגמילות חסדים. על התורה ועל העבודה והגמילות חסדים. על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד. על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד. על התורה ועל העבודה והגמילות חסדים. על התורה ועל העבודה והגמילות חסדים.
And I want to invite the entire class to come up to a Torah. Come, and Miriam. And religious practice, you can sit there for 1 minute. And Zach, yes. Class, come. Stand here.
We are gifts and we are blessings. We are history in song. We are hope and we are healing. We are learning to be strong. We are words and we are stories. We are pictures of the past. We are carriers of wisdom, not the first and not the last. L'dor vador nagid God lecha. L'dor vador we protect this chain. From generation to generation, l'dor vador, these lips will praise your name. Looking back on the journey that we carry in our heart, from the shadow of the mountain to the waters that would part. We are blessed and we are holy. We are children of your way. And the words that bring us meaning, we will have the strength to say. L'dor vador nagid God lecha. L'dor vador we protect this chain. From generation to generation, l'dor vador, these lips will praise your name. לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, לדור ודור we protect this chain. From generation to generation, לדור ודור these lips will praise your name. לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, לדור ודור we protect this chain. From generation to generation, לדור ודור these lips will praise your name. Okay. I'm לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, לדור ודור we protect this chain. From generation to generation, לדור ודור these lips will praise your name. לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, לדור ודור we protect this chain. From generation to generation, לדור ודור these lips will praise your name.
Six, עלינו לשבח.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו, ושמו, ושמו אחד.
Close it. You may be seated. Thank you for keep singing, Gabby.
No problem.
We needed you for one more minute.
Happy to.
We got emotional there for a moment, so we needed a...
I understand.
Our services... So, this is a very... I already see that I don't see the Kiddush cup and the challah. So whoever can help with that, I'll start just one Kiddush cup and one challah. So we are going to do the blessing at the end of the service, and people can... I'm going to do that from the bima, as we discussed. so you can go directly into the reception. But in Jewish tradition, when it feels that we don't have any more room for any other prayer, then there is one more. Or two. Traditionally, the last prayer of our service is the Mourner's Kaddish, in which we acknowledge life. We acknowledge the lives of those that we terribly miss. And as we today celebrate Shabbat and also celebrate life, we think about the lives of those that we miss. If you are during the first 7 days of mourning, Shiva, please rise and remind us who you are remembering. And you remember.
Dear friend and savior of my late husband, Tibor Baranski, who died on the 21st.
Hasidumot Haolam, a just from the nations of the world. It's important to say. If you are doing the first 30 days of mourning, Shloishim, please rise. Luan. If you are during the cycle of the first year of mourning, please rise. Sarah? Yes, behind. In the back. If you have a yahrzeit this week, please rise. Barbara? Ellen? Susan? Mike? Are we missing anybody? Now you can support our fellows who are standing or sitting, joining us with your voices and the intentions, the kavanot of your hearts on page 598 for Mourner's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שם רבה, בעלמה דברה חירותה, וימליך מלכותה, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, באמרו אמן. יהא שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולמעלמיה, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם, ויתנשא, ויתהדר, ויתעלה, ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה, לעילה מן כל מרחתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירם בעלמה, באמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה, בחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, באמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, באמרו אמן. May the memories of your dear ones be for a blessing. Zichronan lebracha, you may be seated.
Big challah is outside. I didn't want to bring a really big one in.
Okay, that was interesting. We are going to conclude our service now. Yes, no, without an announcement. Today at 5 p.m. we will host Professor Mark Dollinger, who will be speaking about the relationship between the Jewish community in the United States and in Israel. So we encourage you to come and to learn some Torah, some wisdom with him. And one more announcement. Thursday, June 7th. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting. Not June, on February 7th. February 7th, right? Done. Okay. February is really, 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 really close. So I will be dancing in the competition for Pathways of Hope in order to encourage people to donate money in order to end hunger in Orange County and to support the efforts of ending homelessness. So we are literally putting our bodies to do that. So I encourage you to support the campaign, my campaign, or whoever's campaign. But this is important enough for all of us to embrace the work of Tikkun Olam, of bringing some rectification to our world. We, in this space, pray for that rectification. But actually, when we go out to the streets, we have the ability to bring our prayers to acts and to change the world, to bring Tikkun Olam. So, with that encouragement, please rise. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
שמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ישראל, בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
Oh boy.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן.
לחיים.
לחיים.
Need to drink it too.
תודה.
That's totally challah. Now, class, come here. Come up to the bima. You stay here.
Oh, okay.
This is a big challah.
It's a jumbo challah.
This is their weight combined when they were born, probably, or something like that. So hold the challah, and we say, פותח את ידיך ומשביע לכל חי רצון. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, המוציא לחם מן הארץ ותיאבון. לחיים, שבת שלום. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ay la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ay la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 Keep singing, Gabi. Ay la 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 la, yamba la 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 la, yamba la 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 la, ay la 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 la, la 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 la, ay la 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 la, la 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 sharko achar, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Ay la 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 la, ay la 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 la, ay la 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 la, ay la 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 la, ay la 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 la, ay la 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 la, ay la 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 la, ay la 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 la. Keep singing, Abby. Keep singing.
No.
Keep singing. Michael, keep singing.